we're going to be taking a look at the Rawrr controller. We inherited a bunch of these from another competitor early on due to them thinking they could do tuning, and they couldn't. They just burned out the controllers, they burned out motors, they did a bunch of damage to the bikes. We got those bikes, we sold the bikes off, and we worked with Rawrr and the CEO at the time to just try to fix the issues that they had caused, and they weren't a dealer. So, them thinking they were a dealer. Anyways, that's another story, but let's take a look at inside of a Rawrr controller. Now, I'm not going to keep a secret from you. We've opened one of these previously, and it is potted, and the potting was like they poured the liquid in, and then somebody decided to tilt it. So let's see if that's true in this controller. So you'll want a T10 to take off this cover. And that comes right off. Here's, your connector where you plug in your motor. I believe it's a 3 Allen, 3 mil. So now you don't have to do this on the outside. I'm just going to do it because we're going to just break down this whole thing. So you kind of understand how it's put together, right? We're just going to throw these away. They don't mean anything to us. That just takes off this piece. And now you got basically the controller right there. We'll use a T25, I do believe this one is, or T20. Might be a T20. Now it should be sealed pretty good. I might have to go get a screwdriver to pry. Well, there, I got it a little bit started. Rubber material. So we're gonna see, but I don't see any potting. This is the old one. Ta-da, this was the one I did. We have a whole stack of these. Go figure, the one I happen to grab. I even have another one back there, so more. So that's already off, and we'll skip to where I was taking it apart. So probably best to have a flathead. We're gonna pry, and I don't care if I wreck anything because, well, clearly we're not gonna use these. There we go. So you can see the potting, and you can see the potting somewhat on the board, overflowing. There's the rubber gasket that should keep water out. But then the potting should obviously keep everything dry down there. But as you can see, even this one, somebody tilted it because it's less here, more going that way. Okay, let's break it down further. So it's best to have a set like this where you have many different security style bits, and then that way you can take this stuff apart. Amazon, I don't know, it's like 20 bucks or so. I don't have the correct size. I can't find the 3. It's missing from the case, but it looks like it went to, so there's different versions, because yeah, these are fine. Yeah, this is just a T10, star, non-security. So clearly they've changed it, but just to show you what's in here, we'll go ahead and take apart the one I've already cleaned the potting off of. We've already could see that in here that the potting is like more to this side. You can see it's heavier here. So that was the main thing opening this, to show you kind of the potting. Now we'll break it down to the circuit board level of the different layers once you pick off the potting. And then to pick off the potting, you literally just take like a screwdriver, and I mean, if you're trying not to hurt anything, you do it gently and it kind of just falls right off of the circuit board like that. Okay, and now you would just carefully unsnap it from the connectors from right there. So Pull it off. That goes to the side. And then that's how your capacitors look like. For those interested. And if you want to take off the next layer, I think it's, I can't find the right security bit. So when you don't care, you can just use something like these needle nose that have good teeth on them, and they grip, and you can turn these. I personally don't understand why they use security on various things. You know, considering you can buy the bits online, it's not like it's a big security measure. And this is mainly just a informational video so you know what's inside your Rawrr controller. Okay, I got that last one out with the needle nose. A pain in the ass. So you definitely want to have a 3mm Allen security. So this, if I remember right, just oh yeah, I forgot about that. The post, I took one out. The post also holds everything together. Take this off, and you can slide that circuit board, the capacitors right on up, and there you go. That is what's underneath. Now you can take these bars off. It's funny because it goes back to, I believe, a T10. Yep, a T10. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to break it down for you. And there's the bar going across. And this is just holding it right to the heat sink. That's all it's doing. All these are transferring heat. And so if you fat finger a bunch of numbers in like the place did, you could cause too much heat and it burns out your MOSFET, right? I'm no expert here, so. And if there's a circuit board person that wants a closer look, I'll send you one of the ones we have, if we still have it, that's unopened. You can zoom in right with a microscope and tell us every component and how it's made. See some of the stuff still under that one. So this had some of the potting, but the potting is uneven, as you can see. I don't think they put enough, and they tilted this up, or they mounted it to the bike or whatever, because it's uneven. It's not protecting anything under there on this side. So this is definitely not waterproof. If you think your Rawrr Mantis controller meets a requirement, if they told you that because that's what they told us, it doesn't. It's not waterproof. Not at all. It's only as waterproof as, you know, China assembled it. And if you don't assemble things good, all it would take is this gasket that sits in a groove on here, sits in this groove, to be wrong, not right, not flush or something. Water gets in, and water gets in. That's what the potting is supposed to stop it from, you know, short-circuiting. But it's, to me, it's half-ass potted. So then you take this board off. There we have it. That's where the heat would go, which gets transferred right to there. I don't know, being anodized, does that affect the heat being transferred? I have no idea. But that's it. That is a Rawrr controller. There's all the capacitors. There's a number right there if you can zoom in. I don't know. No, we got a number right there. a number back here. And let's see what we have on this board. So this would be the downside, the backside. Got a number right there. And this is this circuit board, a logo right there. Well, hopefully this was interesting for you. This is what's inside of a Rawrr controller. So there you have it. If you were wondering what was inside one of these, that is what's inside. Half-ass is second one I've opened, and this first one was even worse, but you know, this stuff, it breaks off easy anyways. It's not like it's really waterproof unless it's around the electronics, and clearly it's not around them right in there. That's it right there. That's the chip. It's the MOSFET. And yeah, I mean, you can see, you can just peel it away just like so. That's how we worked on that one. We slowly peeled everything away and got down to all the components. So there you have it. Hopefully this helped you out. Y'all take care, stay well, stay safe, and hopefully this video was interesting for you. Bye.